Welcome to the Farm to School podcast, where you will hear stories how youth thrive and farmers prosper when we learn how to grow, cook, and eat delicious, nutritious, local foods in schools across the country.
In the world. And we're your hosts. I'm Michelle Markison.
And I'm Rick Sherman still. Hey, everybody.
Have you ever thought of changing your name?
When people found out I was Richard Sherman, football fans lost their minds because there's a Richard Sherman football player. And I got a million Facebook requests, friends requests. And I'm like, I'm not that guy, but.
Well, maybe you are. You are a big deal. You're a pretty big deal.
Not in the football world, but not that guy. But no, I'm happy with my name.
Okay, I know nothing about that. I'm really excited, Rick, for you to meet a new name, who I didn't know prior to going to the National Farm to Cafeteria Conference put on by the National Farm to School Network. Thank you very much, team, for hosting an incredible event in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And, we often talk about the cafeteria, classroom, and community and really cool things people are doing. And this is Phyllicia Moore from Houston Independent School District, who has done something extraordinary. She's located within nutrition services, and wait till you hear what she does with curriculum.
Well, and how serendipitous was this that there's a random person walking by pretty much and said, "Hey, hi, I'm Michelle, and tell me your hopes and dreams and your life story." And I think you made a lifelong connection, and you're going to be friends for the rest of your life, right?
I hope so. Phyllicia, you don't know that yet, but this podcast is my request. Can we be friends? Yeah. I just really admire her. I admire you, Phyllicia, as an extraordinary educator and just full of heart and soul and amazing skills. Can't wait for everyone to meet her.
And again, this was recorded live at the time at the Farm to Cafeteria Conference in Albuquerque in December 2025. And we had a wonderful guest host, Christy Sheridan from the Henry Ford.
Yes, thank you, Christy. So you're going to hear a lot of background noise probably, and that's its charm.
We call it a din.
Oh, a din. Is that a technical term?
No, it's just like this. It's more authentic, I think.
It's authentic. Din.
Yes. Yeah. It's more real. So
we should charge extra for that.
We don't charge anything for this, by the way. It's free podcast. So you're welcome. There we go. Okay, let's get into it and listen to Phyllicia Moore from Houston ISD.
Phyllicia, it's so nice to meet you. Welcome.
It's nice meeting you guys.
Hey, so Christy and I are at the 2025 Farm to Cafeteria National Conference, and we just ran into each other. Would you mind introducing yourselves and saying what brings you here?
Phyllicia Moore with Houston Independent School District.
Whoop, whoop.
This is going to be a mouthful. I am the cross-functional team member of the Food and Agriculture Literacy Program. That's a lot.
Okay.
Sounds amazing. What is that?
Super fancy, so I'm going to break it down to you. Really, the Farm to School Education Program Manager with the Farm to School Program.
Okay. You unpacked that nicely.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So what does that actually mean? What's a typical day in your life look like?
Ooh. So a typical day in the office is lots of meetings. Lots and lots of meetings. But the meetings are with...
I was just going to say, who are you meeting with?
Yes. So the meetings, usually Mondays, it's like meetings all day.
Hope coffee's there.
It's a lot of coffee.
I have Sunday scaries for you right now.
So we, Mondays are a day of nothing but meetings, and Tuesdays is half a day of meetings. But Monday and Tuesday is meeting. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you have to try to figure out how to make this work so that you can be prepared for Monday's meeting over again. So, but right now we're meeting with the academics department.
Okay, for the whole district.
So
paint us a picture. What is Houston like? Like how big? What are we talking about here?
Houston's huge.
Texas.
Houston, Texas. We are Texas. About 2.3 million people in Houston. That does not include the surrounding suburban areas. That is the metropolitan area.
Wow.
It's like more than our whole state of Oregon.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well,
it's a lot.
It's a lot.
School district has 169,000 students.
Wow. How many meals are you all serving up a day then?
Let me. I cannot quantify that
Okay,
for
cool.
you
That's all right.
because I do not know. But
The other word's a lot.
a whole lot. We cannot farm enough food to produce for our entire school district because there's 274 schools. But out of the 274 schools, 176 school gardens.
Wow. That's amazing.
That is a big...
It is.
Christine.
It is very amazing. I'm so glad y'all think that. It's amazing.
It's a lot of upkeep.
It's a lot of upkeep. So we put the work on the schools.
That's what I was wondering. So the school, each individual school is responsible for maintaining the garden, or
Yes.
does that mean custodial?
That can
Teacher?
be anyone. So
Is it volunteer, paid?
Group club.
Who's doing
it's
it?
all of that.
Okay.
So we don't. It's not us because we're a small team. The farm to school team is a team of 9 right now.
For 274 schools?
I know, right?
But that's a lot. I mean, in the
I'm trying to do the math.
Get
Grab
the
my
dump.
calculator.
The math is not mathing. It's not going to math.
But in the history of farm to school, like many districts never even had one farm to school. So this is what you're showing off is the evolution. 9 people on a farm to school team is pretty remarkable.
Yes, but that's we need 9 people
Yeah.
to make that work. If I could have a whole lot more, I would. So the history of Houston is that the school gardens were PTO,
Parent-teacher organizations.
organizations.
So basically volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Those moms came in there and found the money and raised the money and put them at like all those elementary schools. And
Women are a theme today with people we've been talking
I'm
about.
pointing at
with
Christy. I'm like, I think you were one of those
superpowers.
moms. I was one
Really?
of those
Yep.
moms. Yeah.
man, my daughter's school is trying to get me to do it. I'm like, I don't know.
You
Let's
do
find
it
some
for
other
work
parents.
and your spare time. You just recruit the new. You don't recruit the parents.
I was like, let's find some other parents.
Although
to
if
do
your
it.
daughter asks you to do something
Kind of hard to say no.
like ice skating or something.
yeah.
Yeah,
boy.
she's not asking for that. She's asking for robots. So luckily,
Oh.
I can get away with it for not doing it right now for her school, but it's coming
Okay.
because the counselor knows me.
So there's a menagerie of ways that these gardens are run and maintained, but is school counselors one of them?
School counselors are one of them.
How does that actually work?
Anybody. So what I do is I have come to create a school garden handbook.
Oh,
So it's in my head and in my notes. It is not fully fleshed out all the way. So bear
it's a
with
work
me.
in progress, though. I
It is
love
definitely
this.
a work in
So
progress.
we'll put it in the show notes later.
Yes, please later.
TBD.
But also, Houston has had a lot of transitions. If you haven't paid attention to national news, we were taken over by the state. And so in the process of us really pushing and running positively and really growing, we went from a professional development for educators from 30 educators being at a PD to 97. And then TA took over and we went down to like 15 people showing up to a PD.
And PD's a professional
developments.
And
then
TA is
TEA is Texas Education Agency.
so
Yes.
and so they took over in last year, right? 2024, 2023.
To 2023, yes.
2023. Okay. 202 2023.
Look at
It's
her.
been a long
I'm
day.
always day
It's-
challenged.
yeah.
It kind of is. It's a great conference,
yeah.
but it's a long day. And so there's all these gardens. You're responsible for interfacing with them, but now you're also telling us about with the academic.
So here it is, the handbook that's going to come together.
Supermom pulling it together.
So we have it where you have garden champions. Anybody can be a garden champion. Parent, teacher, custodian, food service attendant, anyone in the school that's there at the school all the time can be a garden champion. But my request is that you get 2 more people to help you with that because you can't run a school garden alone.
No.
That is a massive, even if it's like 3 garden beds, that's a lot of undertaking to do by yourself. So usually if you get the custodian in, they go out there in their spare time and they take care of it. Love the custodians. Every time I walk in, I say, what depends on what school I'm walking in. hey, this is what I put in the garden. And I'm like, yeah, thanks. I appreciate that.
They know what's going on.
I love that the secret success gardeners are the custodians. I love that for them.
Yes.
They're kind of the do-it-all, you know?
Mm-hmm. I have a school that the principal did not want a school garden, and the custodian's like, I'm keeping this garden. And she's taking care of the whole thing.
Oh, I love
I was
that.
like, okay, I love it. She needs some seeds. What does she need? Some soil?
What kind of seeds do you give them? Do you guys provide them the soil and the seeds and things like that?
We do provide them. We don't provide them with soil because that is a procurement process that we have been going through for about 3 years now. Because procurement looks at soil as dirt, and they're like, it's already dirt there. Just use that. So we have to. It's a long process of explaining it's not.
That's really interesting. Comes down to procurement.
Yeah. So seeds we get those donated because procurement does not like seeds either. I don't understand them. So we're in a procurement process of trying to incur vendors for soil and seeds. But we have seeds donated to us. And so we would give them out to the different schools that needed seeds, or if someone had plants. We have a new farm production manager, because we have a 6.5 acre farm that we use for field trips. And the kids come, they are a farmer for a day and a chef for a day.
Cute.
Yes. They're a farmer and a chef for a day. So they get to figure out how to farm. They learn about environmental sustainability and stewardship at the same time. And then they take their harvest to the chef and they curate a sample of some sort.
Like it's farm to table.
It is literally farm to table.
And is it every student or a particular grade?
No, everyone.
Wow.
All of
every
those
student in the district?
Pre-K through 12th
all
grade.
the kiddos.
At
We
one
are
point,
a Title I sponsored school field trip. So everyone can come to the field trip free of charge.
that's amazing.
That's fantastic.
So they're a farmer for a day.
Chef for a day.
And so that's like a big one-time experience. And then are you also working with, I don't know how Houston does it, like is there a curriculum development committee?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Not a committee.
Okay.
We're 1.5, 2 people ordeal working with academics.
Okay.
So the academics department tells us this is what we're focusing on for alignment for the state test. And we say, okay. They said, you can only have certain grade levels come out to the farm. We're like, okay, now we have some stipulations. 5th grade and 8th grade can only come out. So we have to create programs around 5th grade and 8th grade science and math TEKs.
Okay.
And TEKs are Texas Essentials, Knowledge, and Skills.
Is that your standardized testing?
That's our standardized alignment, educational alignment.
So that's so neat. So the district is actually helping you prioritize what the standard is to focus on the farm day.
That has been a 2-year process, though.
That's amazing.
And I think people should know that in order for you to get academics to work with you, it's a 2-year process, 1 to 2 year process, because you have to be nice and bait them in and say, hey, I need your help. Mm-hmm. So yes, there's a curriculum around it. And then we have now, because new programming, we have garden educators at the schools now, elementary and middle school, and they are contracted. So that worked out perfectly for us. That's part of the things that was taken over by the state. And so we give them professional development, and they are working with 3rd graders, 5th graders, and 8th graders in the garden. And so we give them the curriculum that we curate specifically around the garden. So, yeah, it's pretty fun. And we also work with producers as well. So,
what's that look like?
Working with producers, I actually prefer that better. That's so sad. I'm an educator, and I really am an educator to the core, but I'm also an agriculturalist. So my major was agriculture in college.
Oh,
but
really?
Yes. So I prefer to be out there on the farm,
Getting your hands dirty.
Getting my hands dirty, and I prefer the animals over the vegetables, but I can farm both. So Working with the farmers, we get to go to their property, and we've partnered with Texas Farm Bureau, Texas AgriLife Extension Services, Prairie Views Extension Services. And so we work with them to help us find all of the farmers, and we get to go to their farms and see what they're doing. And the farmers get to come to the schools and talk to the kids as guest speakers. We had a panel last year with Texas Farm Bureau for the high school students of nothing but farmers and ranchers. And they got to talk to the high school students that were in ag. And I was like, this is amazing. We got to keep this going. So we have little pockets of programming that we're trying to make one massive program. That's a lot.
I think you're doing a fantastic job. It is a lot, but it's amazing. And it sounds like it's all coming together.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And since we are at this conference from the National Farm to School Network, like, why did you choose to come here and be part of this network?
I've been trying to come here for 2 years now.
Is this year one?
This is my first one.
We're not recording. I mean, we are.
But these are my people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel completely grounded and connected here, and hearing what other people are doing across the United States and sometimes internationally, I feel like, okay, I'm not crazy with the ideas that I have going on in my head. What I'm trying to do in Houston is not, it's not impossible. It's very possible for us to, make this farm to school program work. It just feels like every time I get here, I'm able to breathe a little bit, and I'm able to just be like, okay, now let's take all the information in and let's make it all work and put it all together. And my supervisor can tell you, actually my team can tell you, when I'm here, I have 1,000,001 ideas going through my head, and I usually texting them the ideas. And then I come back and they're like, so how many more ideas did you come up with?
You are the idea generator. What's an idea that you've picked up so far being here?
Hold on, my phone. What do I have here? Oof, I have some notes.
Yes, we're checking the notes.
And in the notes, it was, we needed to be more cohesive in our program. It feels a little bit silo-y. And there are no walkways in between the silos. And we needed to create the silos and bridge those connections. So I'm trying to figure out how to bridge those gaps in between. And one of the main things that I am really interested in here was the data storytelling and participatory evaluation. And we need to tell our story because no one has seen it or heard it. So that's what I'm really interested in, and trying to figure out, how do we tell our story so that everyone can see what we're doing and mimic it. Yes.
Me. Me. I was like raising my hand. You can't see me because I'm just talking and not on film. So I work for an organization called the Henry Ford, and we're based in Metro Detroit area. And it's a cultural institution, a museum.
You know Betty Wiggins?
I just met her this morning. I fangirled big time. But yes, we talked for what? I don't know. It felt longer. 30 minutes maybe podcasting, but probably 45
It's a
by the time I let her
separate
go.
episode.
It has to be.
I was like, you're like the godmother, right? So, no, she is amazing. But we have an edible education program on our campus. And one of those initiatives is a program called Farm to School Lunch Across America. And it sprung out of the fact that we have a charter high school on our campus for 9th through 12th grade students. And we wanted to reimagine their school lunch program because we eat lunch with them, our 9th graders, every day in our employee dining room. And Michelle's heard this story like 7 times, probably today alone. But that being said, as we were doing that, we were learning about all the great things that people are doing, like yourself. And so last year during Farm to School Month, we hired a doc crew and went to 6 different schools and filmed them, but not just the school staff. We talked to the kids, we talked to the parents, we talked to the farmers, growers, and producers they were working with. I mean, all the layers to the onion that makes up that robust farm to school program. So I'm like getting chills because I told Betty earlier, I was like, I want to come see your farm. I want to come see your garden.
The gears are moving.
I can actually see them. The
Yeah,
eyebrows
I was
have raised several times. Wait a minute. They still wait.
I was like, maybe pick me.
So the different silos, am I hearing you in saying that the storytelling you think is one of the ways to bridge the different silos?
Yes. We have 3 different components, actually 4 now. We have nutrition education, we have the farm, and we have garden-based education, and then we have environmental stewardship. And it's just like, okay, we're slowly integrating everyone into everything that we're doing instead of us, okay, I have this, you have that, you have that. Let's all work together to bridge this or put this onion back together instead of making onion rings. Let's just make one giant onion ring, you know.
Onion's my term of the day.
Yes.
As long as it's not an onion smoothie. That just sounds
Yeah.
I'm just so curious of how to do this because it's constantly our ongoing area of growth, right? Because we have agriculture and education and public and private organizations that are all working on different funding and project deliverable timelines, and everybody reports something different to everyone else.
Yes.
So I'm like, how are you doing this?
I don't know how I'm doing this.
Because you're about 20% of the size of our state. So I feel like if you can do it in Houston, maybe we could do it in Oregon.
That's what I keep telling my supervisor. And so just an FYI, Betty Wiggins is my boss. She's gonna get mad because I said boss, and she doesn't like me calling her my boss. But she is my boss. She comes to my cubicle quite a bit with her ideas and says, "Hey, make this work." And I'm like, "I know, I have enough projects. Don't add another one."
Well, you're an idea generator, and she's coming with more ideas. Double trouble.
Yes, it is. But it's also fun. It's fun to have her there. But for us to make it all happen, it's great to have her there because she helps us tell the story because she's done it before. And so she's helping us figure out how we can tell the story. And then on our level of us being so large, she's done it before in Detroit. She understands the policy, and she's like the little godmother. She's the godmother.
The fairy godmother.
She's the fairy godmother, like guiding us on where we need to go to make this program successful before she retires. And so what we're doing is that we're in the mindset of we need to make this magical and tell this story on a granular level because somebody out there wants to know how to do this. And we can help guide them how to do it. If we can do it on a very massive level and go through all of the millions and trillions and billions of red tape that we have to go through, then we can guide someone on a medium and smaller level and say, this is how you can do it. You don't have any red tape. Just go for it. You know?
Oh, a world with no red tape.
Imagine.
I was just thinking, cue music.
I don't know. In the interest of cross-pollinating ideas that we're doing here at the national conference, one of the things we piloted in Oregon this year was a different way to tell the story. I was just rendered speechless on a podcast. Thanks a lot. Okay, love you. Oh my God.
Keep that in, Rick.
Oh my God, that just blew my mind.
The look on your face was priceless. It was so good.
It was wonderful because I was like, who is that?
I know.
It was Cecily Upton. And actually, this really shows you that we really are at a conference and we're in a hallway and people are walking past us and we're meeting so many new people and running into friends from literally 20 years ago. We've been doing this. So as I was saying, in the interest of cross-pollinating ideas, so what we did in Oregon, we piloted is we partnered with our local broadcast television station, ABC. Oh. And, people say, oh, who watches television? It turns out a lot of people.
I do.
Yeah. And people watch it because in the morning,
yes,
they listen to the news.
Yes.
And look for the weather.
Yes.
Right. And then they go home and then they listen to radio or Spotify or something else, but usually on the drive home. Right? You're listening to the radio or whatever your podcast is. I'm sure everyone's tuned into the Farm to School podcast.
Obviously.
Yeah, I am.
And the Farming Ugly podcast, of course. So we did in our morning talk show, our farm to school grantees, we did a story.
That's an awesome
a
idea.
3 to 6 minute television show every other week. And we kicked it off with an hour-long television special with our governor and people from all over the state. And then our role is getting folks comfortable on camera. So people from all different walks and talks of life. So nutrition service directors, farmers, a lot of kids, legislators.
So I'm going to cut you in right here. We have our own communications department within nutrition services. And if I go and tell her this, she is going to run with it because we just got a videographer.
That's amazing.
And he is phenomenal.
That's amazing.
Oh, I'm seeing magic happen right here.
We just posted them all.
I'm full of chills and excitement right now because I'm going to run with this.
This is fantastic. And we just posted many of them on the new website, Farm to School Counts. So farmtoschoolcounts.org is where Oregon, the state of Oregon, hosts its ambitious 10-year vision for where we're going from now until 2035.
2035. Okay, I had to do the numbers. I had to do the numbers in my head. Okay,
I have a hard time with that. So at the bottom of every goal, we call them bright spots, but there really are television segments and podcasts and other ways of telling our bright spots.
Okay, I'm going to reference you when we do all of this because we're going to do this. It may not be until another 2 to 3 years, but we have it right here documented that we're going to do this because we need to make our story told. But I also want to hear the stories of what's going on at the school. It's so many schools and it's hard to find what's going on. Like I have some phenomenal schools. I have one school with it's nothing, a school of girls, and they're all engineering, and they have hydroponics in the classroom.
Amazing.
They're engineering computer science students.
It's incredible.
And they're doing hydroponics. They have different types of hydroponic systems. They're doing comparative analysis on all of them, and they're naming all of their plants because it's a girls' school and they have to name the plants.
Of course.
Yes, makes sense.
You two are girl moms. I'm a double boy mom. You don't name anything. I get no hearts. I get no rainbows. I get none of that.
I have a girl and a boy, so
you get some of that.
I get a little bit of both.
I get a little bit of dirt. I have one boy and 2 girls, but there's lots of glitter in our house. Drives my husband crazy. But yes, all the names.
So, yeah. And then I have another school where it's a high school where the teacher turned the entire classroom into a CEA.
What's
which
that
is
mean?
CE. Controlled environment agriculture. Huh. So the classroom is
I've never heard of this before.
Okay. So the classroom, remember, I'm an agriculturalist. The classroom sits in the middle of a hydroponic farm. She turned her entire classroom into a hydroponic farm, and the classroom sits in there, and they also sell their salads to the students at the school. So this is like phenomenal things that are happening at different schools. And we have schools I have another high school that's growing the seedlings. And then there's another high school that's like doing deer processing. And then I have middle schools that are learning how to cook. And so we have all these different things going on. I can't get all the stories fast enough.
You just told us 6 different stories that you already have like canned and almost ready to go. You just need to,
we just need to document it.
What about a student-run Houston Farm to School podcast? Oh. Oof. Well, you could put that in your notes app.
I am. As soon as I walk away from here, I'm not even going to my session. I'm going to go sit down. I'll probably go to my room and put all these notes. I have to unpack all of this.
Well, thank you for coming by. This was really generous of you to
thank you.
Step out of the
so
session
kind.
to meet
this
with us.
This is amazing. I literally listen to y'all almost once or twice a week and try to catch up on everything. So
thank you.
I'm excited.
Well, and we're going to do our episode together now. And then in 2 years from now, I want to do another episode with you.
Recap.
What are the stories and where did it go from here?
It's amazing.
And I'll listen.
Take care. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. Thank you, Phyllicia, for sharing your incredible story. There's so much more to dig in there. And thank you, Christy Sheridan from the Henry Ford for being our amazing guest co-host.
Farm to School was written, directed, and produced by Rick Sherman and Michelle Markiston, with production support from Leanne Locker and Lauren Toby of Oregon State University. The podcast was made possible in part by a grant by the United States Department of Agriculture.
The content and ideas on the Farm to School podcast do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Oregon State University or the United States Department of Agriculture, which both USDA and Oregon State University are equal opportunity providers and employers.
Do you want to learn more about Farm to School?
Always.
Check out other episodes. We can't get through an episode without interjecting that.
Why wouldn't we want to learn more about Farm to School? I've done nothing else with my life. This is the best
It's
thing
not in the
ever.
script, folks, but it always ends up there.
Script. We want to learn more from you too. So please come by Farm to School podcast at Oregon State University. Just Google that up and you'll find us.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. We'd love to hear from you. Stop by and say hi. Give us an idea for a future podcast. Thanks, everybody.
Cheers.